Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live stream music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on the band The Guess Who, and through this song, These Eyes, we looked at drinking in beauty, absolutely drinking it in. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1974 in the Titchworth Camp Military Hospital. Which was in Hampshire. This is where this guy was born. His dad, a military family all the way back to the 10th century. His dad rose to the rank of colonel, so very high up indeed. And because of his dad's military posting, they moved every 2 years. And so it's very hard to put roots down when you're moving every 2 years. You think, well, I'll put a root down, but I'm moving in 2 years anyway, so what does it matter? And so this would have informed him a little bit, I'm thinking. He was a physics, chemistry, and math student. So this guy was very bright indeed. In fact, so bright, at the age of 16, he actually got his pilot license, just like his dad. The guy we're talking about is James Blunt. Now, we all know the song that rose this guy to mega superstardom. But before we get there, let's look a little bit more at his life. He himself became a military man, rising to the rank of captain in the household regiment. And he was part of a 30,000 strong peacekeeper force that went to North Macedonia. He was part of the Renaissance, looking forward to seeing what was going on. He was very much part of that, so a bit scary, that sort of stuff I'm thinking. But it was while he was over there that he had a guitar, and he would actually strap it to the tank he was part of, and he would perform for the troops, and the troops kind of really enjoy that thing. As well as music, James is a very good skier indeed. He actually rose to the slalom champion, so that's going down a hill really quickly, right? Royal Armoured Corps. But he left the army in 2002. He was determined, just like his folks, just to do minimum 4 years, is what he did. But he did see active service. Just not deny that for a second. But while he was growing up, he also had a love for piano and violin, learning both of these, and he became a songwriter very early on. In fact, the story goes that Todd Interland, who was Elton John's manager at the time, so my goodness, there we go. He was listening to a demo from James, and he heard the song "Goodbye, My Lover," and the story goes that he pulled straight over, rang the mobile number on the CD, and the rest is history. And because of that, and a couple of other contacts, James was signed to Custard Records in 2003. Now, Goodbye, My Lover would come off that iconic Back to Bedlam album of 2004. I've got the official clip of that one below. Now, I looked at this clip, which is beautiful, really. It's a very, they seem to be really into each other. And Goodbye, My Lover is the thing. So I don't quite understand. The big question mark is, why goodbye? He's devastated, she's devastated. They were really good together. Why goodbye? Well, this is a really interesting question. And I think any good song will leave a bit of mystery in there as to why goodbye. And this is the overwhelming feeling I got as I was watching this video clip, because they're not together now. And so I'll leave that one up to you. It's a beautifully shot clip, official clip of that one. So, but then in 2004, I came back to Bedlam, and I'll tell you what, the record company, Custard Records, would have been absolutely ecstatically happy to actually sign James Blunt to their label. They thought, So, Back to Bedlam sold 3 million copies. According to Wikipedia, which I absolutely love, 18th highest selling album in the UK of all time. Of course, a few songs of this one. We've got High, just all about a girl and how awesome it is to have this girl in his life. A beautiful song by James Blunt. James Blunt is one of these guys, you can imagine him standing by a deserted street light somewhere with his guitar singing to a first floor window. He's a troubadour, this guy. And the way that he writes his lyrics, they are very, very raw indeed. He's able to articulate his inner human emotion world so well. And I think this is the reason why the world has resonated with this guy, is because of the rawness of his lyrics. He also has a very beautiful knack for melody as well. And when you put those things together with this sort of high voice that he's got, it just gets into you. It really, really does. And this is what has made him so popular. This album was absolutely huge. So we've got High, of course, and you can't talk about James Blunt without talking about the song You're Beautiful. The story goes, he saw his ex-girlfriend on a railway station with another guy, which he didn't know at the time. A bit of a shock to the system. And she talked about the fact, hey, I'm never going to be with you. And I think it's an absolutely, beautiful, heartfelt lyrics. This one, obviously, when the boat is floated like this there's nothing you can do about it. But does that get rid of the emotion that you've got and the feeling you've got about it? Well, no, it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. And so You're Beautiful really shot James Blunt into superstardom at that point. We've got the official clip on that one. Now, please watch this clip all the way through. You might be thinking, oh, for heaven's sake, this song, James Blunt, the whole thing, but watch this clip to the end. It's pretty good. You'll be thinking, oh my God, what's just happened? Well, I won't tell you what happened because you've got to watch it to the end, right? But there's a couple of theories going around about what he's actually getting rid of here. So I encourage you just to stay in the moment and just think about what he actually has got rid of here. So we got the official clip of You're Beautiful, absolutely stunning. In 2007, we got the album All the Lost Souls, and off that we got the song Same Mistake, official, kind of officially livey kind of clip, and an absolute live version. Couple of the lines, give me a reason, but don't give me a choice, because I may make the same mistake again. I'm looking forward to talking and not just speaking. Probably where I want to go today, I think a little bit here in this, it's good to acknowledge, I think. We all have blind spots, don't we? These are the things that we don't know that we're doing. The things that we think, but other people realise it and we don't. And we think, if only people would tell us the stuff that we need to know. Now, when I talk about things, I'm talking about gossip here. I'm actually talking about things that you would really, really like to know, things that you're holding you back. There's certainly things that have been said to me over the last couple of years. I'm thinking, oh, right, I didn't know that was a thing. I wasn't trying to be that, but you know what? Sometimes that's what comes across, and I think what he's actually saying is, hey, look, I'm only human, right? I'm a man. I'm human. I struggle with life like the rest of us, but I really like you, girl, and I want to be with you, but I'm just being honest with you at the same time. You have a really passionate, loyal guy here, a guy that really, really wants to be with you. But there are just a few little things that I struggle with. The reflection in the mirror frightens me is one of the lines in the mirror. Now, we're not talking about his physical appearance. We're talking about he looks through that to what's going on underneath. A bit of turmoil, a bit of treading water at times. But you know what? We all tread water at times. And the best thing we can do is be honest about it and to say, hey, look, I just struggle with this stuff at time to time. But, I don't want to make the same mistakes. I want to move on because I want to be with you. And I think there's something terribly honest about that way of being. Because we get to know the real person. And, if a relationship is really, really good, well, then we look at our insecurities that we've got and we build each other up. We empower each other. We encourage each other. No, the line, I was like, look, I'm not ready for a relationship yet. That might be the case, but sometimes really what we're saying, hey, look, there's just some few question marks that I've got that I don't really know how I'm going to be. I value the other person too much to kind of muck things up. But sometimes the only way we find out about ourselves and find out about the things that need to work on is with another relationship. But it's risky territory, isn't it? Because we don't want to muck it up. We don't want to make the same mistakes again. But the grace is going to be need to be required, because we just can't pretend like our past hasn't happened, because it has. But if we're all in with the new person, we're all in at the same time. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this song. He really wants to be with her, but he's just acknowledging that there's insecurities that he's got at the same time. And so if you're at the start of a new relationship and you're finding things that, think, oh God, I didn't know that was a thing. Well, be honest about it. Hey, hold the person's hand as you talk to them. Hey, just feeling this at the moment. I really, really like you though. Let's just that's not changing. That's not changing. I really, really like you, but there's just some little things that are creeping in that I just need to talk to you about as well. But I really, really like you. I want to be with you. Constantly assure the person of that, because we don't want to make the same mistakes again, do we? We really, really don't. So as we move into 2024, I really encourage us all to be honest with each other around the things that really, really matter. One day we'll talk and not just speak. There's some really, really good, it's a really, really good line, that one. This is what has made James Blunt the iconic guy that he is. Between 2003 and 2024, so it's a 21-year career, 7 studio albums, 3 live albums, 1 compilation album, 37 music videos, 11 EPs, 34 singles. And when you look at his discography, a stack of these things have been at #1 in many, many countries. This guy is absolutely massive. He's huge. And he's had a really, really, really good career worldwide. And so he's more than one hit wonder, this guy. He is an absolute force of nature, and the world has fallen in love with this guy. Absolutely. James has won 2 Brit Awards. He's received awards in Hong Kong, Germany, Turkey, Hungary. He's won some unavailable awards, which is pretty significant, and an honorary doctorate from Bristol University. So a very, very significant artist in the scheme of things. So the links to those 5 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from the Guess Who, so if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, or this is your first time, the Life Reflections Through Music, thank you for everyone for being here today. It's great to look at these artists and realise how James' story is an amazing one, really, in many, many ways. So thank you for coming here. It's really, really good to see you all back. That's it today. Next time, given we are doing James, we better have a look at James Bond, I reckon. So that's where we're going next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.